This is a short video of the hike that Derek and I did along the AAWT in March 2024. Please enjoy.
Yes, we'll be going up there tomorrow morning. We are at the top. Yes, we took the chairlift up. That's Thredbo down the bottom there. We'll be heading up over this way. That's Derek. A few clouds up there. We'll see. So that's Mount Kosciuszko up there in the centre. We're heading up to the top and then along that way. Yeah, so we've just walked through some cloud and about an hour of downpour. We're a bit wet and cold, but then it all opened up and suddenly there was views again. And now we've got views. Beautiful. Here we have the cloud coming back in. Hopefully we won't get any more rain because it's kind of cold and wet now. You can't see it down there, but it's Lake Albion. That beautiful view. Gorgeous. Beautiful.
So at this point it continued to rain for hours. We had sideways hail, storms. I didn't film much, but we were soaking wet and decided that we needed to go down and camp at Charlotte's Pass, see if we could get shelter there rather than continuing across the main range and the rolling ground as we had intended and hoped to be able to do.
Here's our campsite from last night. I'm just talking to the camera. We're lucky to set up when it stopped raining, but it's pretty much been raining all night. Everything that's not soaked is damp. And it looks like it's going to rain more today. We'll just have to try and walk ourselves dry. That Charlotte's Pass down there in the fog, you can't see it. We'll head on back down to the Water Snow River onto the AAWT and press on to Guthaga. Here we are coming back down from our night camping at Charlotte's Pass. There's the track we came down yesterday and the river. We'll get some water there because we're out of water. We'll grab some coffee and then we'll head along the AAWT track which runs along this way here, along next to the river to Guthaga. Derek's walking along with his tent fly, trying to dry it out. So far not too much rain this morning, a little bit. Coming down to Guthaga in the distance there. Here we are walking into the rain again. Looks like we're going to be walking in the rain second day in a row. So we've got a lift from some of those chippies working on the stones over at Guthaga down to the Guthaga power station there, which is 6 kilometres of road walking that we avoided. So big shout out to Dave Mitchell for giving us a lift. That's awesome. Now we've only got 6k up to Horseman's Gully. What's it called? Horseman's Gully Hut. Hopefully we'll stay there tonight. Come in about 5 o'clock. Get our gear dried out a bit. Yeah, a bit behind schedule, but really happy with that lift. So thanks so much, Dave. Saved us all that boring road walking. All right. So this is Horse Camp Hut. We've just pulled up to. We're only about 22k in for the day, less than 6k lift we got from the guys. It's 5 o'clock, but we've decided to pull up short because this hut is so great. Try and get dry. See, we've got a toilet here. It's beautiful. Derek's just down the creek down there getting water. So it's lovely. There's a fireplace in there, so we're going to hang everything up and dry it. Nice red door. Fireplace. And a bedroom. There's my packs. Even with mattresses. I've been down to get my water. So yeah, welcome, very welcome hut at the end of 2 days of being soaked and walking in torrential rain. So we'll try and dry off here tomorrow. Then we'll make a rush for Valentine's hut before lunch tomorrow because there's more storms set to come in tomorrow night and then severe thunderstorms all day the next day. So if we can get into Valentine's hut tomorrow night, we might have to stay there for the night, for a day, to ride out the storms. Okay, Very nice. So this is White's River Hut. We would have stayed here last night if we'd come down the rolling ground, off the rolling ground, if we'd come along the main range. But we had to turn off the Charlotte's Pass because of the weather. So we're kind of a quarter of a day running behind schedule because of that extra length. But we made good time this morning from Horse Camp Hut, 5 kilometres up here to White's River in just over an hour. So that's where we would have come down from the rolling ground on the second night last night. But all good. We ended up having a warm cabin with a fire, comfortable beds with mattresses, and are able to dry everything off. So it's worked out for the best, really. What do you reckon, Derek? Yeah, Derek agrees.
Let's get on with it.
Let's keep going. So we're going to try and, big storm coming this afternoon, apparently. So we're going to try and make it to Greymare's hut. So that'll be about 22k for the day. But if the weather sets in before that, we might have to pull up early again at Valentine's hut. We'll try to avoid that. Apparently there's a big group of bloody school children up here that are going to be stranded in this big storm. So we don't want to get caught up with those guys if we can help it. So yeah, trying to make it to Greymare's hut. Beautiful day for walking. Well, we just had a massive hike up from the valley behind us. Back there. It was quite brutal actually. And now we're going to continue along this valley. So we'll get to Valentine's. Hopefully we'll be there in about an hour and a half. Have some lunch. But it is beautiful out here. And perfect walking weather. There we are, just a couple of K from Greymare's hut. We've got to follow that road down there, around to the back of that hill. Couple of K. It's been a big day though. The last 12 kilometres has been up or down, like this here. Up or down. No flat. So we've just arrived at Greymare hut. About 22k for the day. Big day. Lots of ups and downs. It's beautiful here though. So we came up from that valley and there you can see the track in the distance. Perhaps across the river there. And now we're at Greymare's hut. Beautiful. Pretty primitive inside, but nice. Rustic, authentic. It's nice to get the pack off. Fireplace, we won't need that tonight. Sleeping quarters. So yeah, get some water, get the shoes off. Just leaving Greymare's hut this morning. Massive thunderstorms last night. High winds, pelting rain. Lots of thunder and lightning, so very lucky that we were able to shelter in this little beauty last night. There's heaps of old gold mining equipment around here, up the back there as well. Lots of old mines. Quite interesting. Derek's trying to find a way across this creek without getting wet. I don't think it's possible. I got my shoes wet. If you get them stuck and you bend them, they can break. Alright, here we go. Good work. Okay, go slow, get your footing. It's quite slippery. Well, that's about the 8th river crossing we've done in the last 24 hours. Well done. There's Jagungle up there. It's a nice little valley here. There's the road we came down over there. There's Derek. So this is O'Keefe's hut. We've just come from that direction. Tomorrow we'll head off that way. It's only about 15k in for the day. It's just after 2 o'clock. But I think we'll call it from here. My ankles are a bit shot up from all the ups and downs yesterday and the heat, so it's quite nice. This is probably the last hut we'll have for a while. So it's quite nice in here. Fireplace. Dining room. Very nice. And bedroom in here. Guess there's room for a couple of mattresses on the floor. What's in here? Stores. Okay. It's pretty cool with all this old newspaper lining the walls. Right, first things first, get some water. Get going. Okay, so pretty cold last night. Our hut wasn't very warm either. You could see the ground through the floorboards. Anyway, got down to probably close to 0. So the plan today is to walk towards Happy's hut, which is about 24k or so. There's nothing there though because it's burnt down. And it's 2k off the track, so we'll probably just make camp near the Happy's hut turn off and be in our tents tonight. So no luxuries, no tables or chairs or toilets. So that'll be good. But it's a nice day for walking by the looks of it. So it should be good. So I've just stopped by this nice river to do a bit of laundry before we cross it and go up that big hill. So we're just drying some stuff out because we stunk a bit. There we are. Bit of laundry this morning. It's been about 48 hours since we've seen any other people. So that's quite good. Yeah. Beauty, Derek. Good work.
Laundry day, mate.
Yeah. So I've just come up from the track down the bottom there at the creek. We'll head along that road afterwards, but right now we're just here at Mackie's or Mackay's hut. Just gonna have a bit of a rest and a bit of lunch. It's getting quite hot now, so chill out for a minute. Nice spot though. Be nice to stay out overnight, but we'll keep going towards Happy's hut, which is another 14k, so I don't think we'll make it, but we'll see how far we get. Setting up camp here for the night. Just gone 7 o'clock. Beautiful spot. 20k today, almost. Very nice. Just sitting here enjoying the sunset. Gonna have some dinner in a minute and then I'm not far off bed. And Derek wants to have a nice cup of tea, so that sounds good to me. What a beautiful clear evening. Cold, but beautiful and clear.
Yeah, pretty cold here last night, down to about -3. It's about that now. Everything's frozen. I'm just gonna wait for that sun to come over that hill in front of me. And then we can just look, all ice in the tent. And we can hopefully start to dry things off, things dry off a bit and get packed up.
Here we are, walking across this morning. Up the track on the other side there, I don't know if you can see it. Up to Happy's hut, or what was Happy's hut, about 7k. And they're coming back. Very curious, aren't you? Huh? Hello. I'm only taking these photos for Mum because she'll want to see them. Hello. Oh, you're a pretty black one, aren't you? On the left. Yeah. Very handsome young man. Oh, look out. They're in great shape. Mind you, there's plenty of food and there's plenty of water around, so. Oh, so this is 4 Mile Hut. Nice spot down here in the valley. We've just arrived 25 kilometres for the day.
Dinner ready.
Having some pre-dinner snacks, some nuts. Derek's built a nice fire, that's good. Brand new fireplace, this is a brand new hut. Looks like it's never been used. So we're sleeping on the floor, but that's okay. No frost, it's warm, it's dry. Perfect. Good morning. This is where we stayed last night, the newly rebuilt hut at 4 Mile Creek, I think it's called. Beautiful spot. You can see the old hut was there. I think it burnt down during the fires. So they built a new one. And I think we're the first people to use the fireplace in there. It was brand new, never used. So it's very nice. 20k today off to Witz's hut. So that should be good. There we are, Kyandra, halfway mark. Tara's meeting us down there for lunch. So I'm looking forward to seeing her. Okay, just a couple of k's out from Witz's hut, just around the bend up there. Beautiful valley. Coming up to 6 o'clock again tonight, so yeah, we'll just be in time for last light. Hopefully we'll have the hut to ourselves. It's the last hut I think we'll see for a few days. But yeah, beautiful. So this is Witz's hut. I didn't film last night when we arrived because there were some people staying in there. But so we camped out over here last night. But it's pretty basic inside. I mean, I guess any port in a storm and all that, but didn't miss out on much not being able to stay in here last night. Lots of cracks in those walls for you to get in. Anyway, piece of history, I guess. All right, well, we'll crack on for the day. Okay, this is the Mighty Murrumbidgee. Bit of a difficult crossing, but Derek will make it look easy, I'm sure. I just made it across without getting wet, so that's one thing. That's lucky, I think. It's just hard getting in that first bit. Good work, mate. Very nice.
Tiger snakes to deal with.
Yeah, I know. Lots of tiger snakes around here. Nice one. Good work. So in hindsight, we crossed the river at the wrong point. We should have come down that little pad track there, crossed it twice, and then crossed it just here. Rather than trying to walk through all of that stuff, you can't get through that, it's full of tiger snakes, which is what I tried to do. And then you can see if you come up here, there's a marker there, so that's the right way. Anyway, so just leaving Ghost Gully campsite this morning. You can see there's a sort of a public campsite, there's other people there. Got in pretty late last night, but it's 8:30 now. We'll head off, hopefully make it up to Oldfield's hut tonight, last hut on the trip, and then day after that we'll be in the ACT. See how we go. So we're just coming up to Oldfield's hut, which is just up and over this little range here. About 4k to go, 25 for the day. Big day, but easy walking, nice terrain. It's really beginning to look like the ACT now. Almost smell the finish line. But it's been a great day. Hot, but nice walking, easy walking. I've just arrived here at Oldfields Hut. It's a beautiful spot. Tough climb up though. There's a couple of horse people here doing the Bicentennial Trail. Hi guys. Derek's sitting there enjoying the view, having something to drink. That was a tough climb coming up, so that's almost 26k for the day. So we'll have one last night in the hut, I think, and then 3 nights in the tent, and we're done. Okay, so we're just leaving Oldfields Hut this morning. Very nice spot. This is the last hut on the track. We could finish in 3 days. We'll be in the ACT this afternoon, but we've decided to take it a bit easy and finish it over the next 4 days. So we'll finish up on Good Friday at lunchtime rather than Thursday night. There's all my gear. Pretty good. Atom pack, 60 litre. Carried all the water and food for 12 days, no problem. This is the hut. Slept in there last night. Beats the frost. Very nice. And we're now entering the ACT, Murray's Gap. Then we've got a 500 metre descent down into the Cotter River. So it should be quite steep. But it's only early, so that's good. Beautiful day for a walk. Home ground, ACT, home ground. So this is our camp down by the Cotter River. We'll be going up over that pass tomorrow, Cotter Pass, into the Aurora Valley. The river you can hear in the background down there. It's been a beautiful afternoon. At dinner, we're relaxing before it's time to call it a night. So yeah. Derek almost got bitten by a big black snake earlier though. He's still quite upset about that. But yeah, beautiful evening. Very nice. Good morning. So we're only a couple of k's up from the Cotter Gap from the Cotter River where we stayed last night. Bit of a late start this morning. That's okay, good sleep. So today we're heading up over Cotter Gap. You can just see it between those 2 trees there, right in the middle of the screen. That's the gap, I believe. So we're heading up through that this morning, and then this afternoon down into Aurora Valley. So a beautiful day. Very nice. Not sure if you can hear it, but the wild dogs are howling there. The wild dogs are howling up the tops. So we're just heading off this morning out of Aurora, climbing up and over that, up to Honeysuckle Creek, about 8k. Nice cool morning for a change. Lots of dogs howling last night with the full moon. It was quite interesting. So we'll head up to Honeysuckle, have lunch up there, dry out some gear, and then we'll keep going probably for another 3 or 4 hours, 8-10k towards the back of Mount Tennant for our last night. Yeah, a bit of a climb coming out of here. Smile, Derek. Yeah. Bit steep this part. So we've come a little way up from the bottom of the valley down there. So you can see in the distance. But we've got a fair way to go yet. Little way to go yet. Just up here, a bit further. So we're about 20k in from Aurora Valley. We came from up there and around up that range up there earlier today. We're just in the flat area behind Mount Tennant. There's a bit of smoke haze around today. There's no bushfires anywhere that we're aware of, but it's a bit hazy. So we'll probably do another couple of k along here, then set up camp just before the trail starts to wind up around the top of there, which is Mount Tennant, which is what we have to go up and over. A little bit of an up and then a massive down tomorrow morning. So the end is in sight. So our last night in camp, 230 kilometers thereabouts, 12 nights, about 6 in huts, 6 in tents. Been a fantastic trip. We've been lucky with the weather except for the first 2 days. About 21k today from Auroral up to just behind Mount Tennant, which is the back of Mount Tennant there. So we'll go up that tomorrow and then down. It's only about 7 kilometers or so, 8 kilometers. So we'll be well and truly done by lunchtime, by noon. That's the end of the trip. What do you think, Derek?
Back to reality tomorrow.
That's it. Back to reality, that's right. Beautiful out here though. No dogs over here tonight. So it's our final morning. We're about a third of the way, I guess, down Mount Tennant. Came up the other side this morning. And that's our destination. If you can see it down there through the trees, it's the visitor centre. Thawa. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. No, can't. Okay. Yeah, so we've got a fair bit of elevation to drop still. But that's it. That's our destination. All done.